Welcome to Eco Training. We're running a 28-day course, and the basis of the course is to teach people a little bit more about the bush, to improve their understanding of the bush, and also at the same time to improve their awareness of everything around them in the bush. People tend to kind of have aspects of the bush which they understand very well, and our idea is to try and diversify the knowledge and their understanding. They might be strong in, let's say, birds, for instance, not know so much about trees, and part of the course is to kind of extend people's knowledge. We've got quite a variety of different subjects which we cover in the course. Subjects like we do a lot of ecology work, explaining a bit to people a bit about the background of the bush, how everything fits in the bush, and then we do courses on specific different subjects, tracking, mammals, things like the birds, and ecology, of course, is a course on its own. And we do a bit of habitat management, how to look after the environment that we work in, discuss things like seep lines and other sensitive areas in the bush, which are areas which you need to be aware of, so that while you're operating in the bush, you don't do any damage to the environment that you're working in. So the basic idea is take people out in the bush, take the opportunities that come across. If we're out there and we find tracks, the idea is to go and follow the tracks, teach people how to follow them, with the end result of trying to go and also find the animal at the same time. And at the end of the day, very much to give people an enjoyable experience, kind of bring out the passion in people for the environment and kind of enhance it into a format where they can go and diversify their interests and their passion for the bush. If we want to see a cheetah, there are certain types of vegetation that they prefer to live in. And so if they're aware of what those different types of vegetation are, then they can go and look at the map of Kruger Park and say, well, if I want to see cheetah, the areas, let's say, around Satara, which are very open, that's the ideal area to go and plan my safari. So it might help people to try and find the game that they're looking for. And one of the groups of animals which we have a lot of variety of in the area, which are very, very attractive to look at, are things like our spiders. And if you ask someone who's just arrived in the bush how many different types of spider they would expect to see, they might say 1 or 2 different types of spiders. And if you go out into the bush and you start having a look for them, you'll see that there are literally thousands and thousands of little spiders all around the bush. And for every square hectare, there are most probably several thousand spiders